Hello everyone, it is Sonia Elsie here. So for today's video, I am here for another eating show. So I have some of my favorite vegan junk food in front of me today. I have some vegetable pizza from Stonefire Grill. Stonefire Grill actually sent me a gift card, so thank you so much for the gift card, y'all. I got this amazing vegetable pizza. I actually had another vegetable pizza at the restaurant, and I also have enough on the gift card for more vegetable pizzas, so I am so pumped. So go check out Stonefire Grill. They have some vegan options, not sponsored, but you know, coming through. Also, I just postmated this carbonara from My Vegan Gold, which is one of my favorite vegan restaurants ever in Los Angeles, ever, so good. And I got a Thai iced tea. Even though it's a little late for me to be drinking some caffeine, I just, like, I need it. So today's mukbang is maybe possibly hungover edition. I'm a little bit hungover today. Yesterday I celebrated Live Me's birthday, their second birthday, and Jordan's 22nd birthday, so a lot of twos. Ooh, alignment. And I, you know, I'm feeling it today, and I thought, why not do a hungover mukbang? That's a great idea. I texted Stella and I was like, is this too much? And she was like, why would that be too much? Like, why are you even asking me that? Of course you should do a hungover mukbang. So here we are today. No wearing any makeup, so you guys get to see me in all of my hungover glory. And let's get started. I was actually craving this because my friend Cami just filmed a mukbang. This is so good. And she ate this in the mukbang. So good. These noodles are just like so amazing. Like, I don't know what they do, but they make it so good. So anyways, guys, saw French Montana perform live yesterday at the Live Me party. It was really fun, and I got to see him perform Unforgettable, which was literally the whole reason why I went to the party. I mean, of course I went to see my friends and like hang out and have fun, but mainly to see him perform that song. That was the main song I wanted to see him perform. Guys, I feel like the past 2 weeks I've been so motivated. I'm so glad I have motivation again, because sometimes it's hard to find motivation, and especially with working from home, you know, as you guys know, I do YouTube and like social media full-time, and because I'm a smaller channel, I feel like I really have to like really work extra hard almost to make sure that I'm getting that money, you know, because I mean, not saying that big YouTubers don't work hard, because big YouTubers work so hard, but I'm just saying that like I don't make as much as like bigger YouTubers, so it's like I gotta work with what I have, which can be hard, but it's motivating too, because it kind of puts like a flame under you, you know, to work harder and get more things done and all that stuff. So yeah, I don't know, it's a little random little ramble. This is so good. And mushrooms taste so good in this. Let's drink some of this tea. I literally feel myself healing as I drink this. Okay, some tips for when you're drinking. Also, I know my dad watches my videos. My dad literally watches all of my videos except for like inappropriate one, like, you know, not so inappropriate ones, but if he sees it's inappropriate, he's like, I don't watch them, which thank you. But I know he's gonna watch this. I know he's gonna be like, Sonia, what are you doing calling a mukbang hungover mukbang? Sonia, what are you doing? And Dad, it's content, but it's also my dad's birthday yesterday, so happy birthday to my dad, love you. But what was I saying? I don't even remember. I was just saying that my dad watches. And he'll literally text me questions. Like, he'll be like, you mentioned this in your vlog. Like, what do you mean? Or what's going on with this? Or it's really cute. So you guys always ask, like, does my family watch my videos? And yes. At least I know that my dad watches my videos, and I know that my aunt watches my videos. One of my aunts does. So I feel like definitely some of my family members watch my videos, but they don't tell me, you know? Or they don't want to tell me. But, you know. And some of them I feel like don't even really know. A lot of my family is just really confused about what YouTube even is. And they're like, how are you making money from this? And I'm like, honestly, I don't even know. I'm just kidding, but like literally, I feel like I've talked about this before, but like trying to explain like what I do, people just don't really get it, and then I don't even really know what to say. I usually just say like social media influencer, but I don't really like saying that. I don't know. Usually, piece of my pizza fell into my noodles. If an Uber driver asks, I just say that I own a clothing line, because I'm like, I really don't want to talk about the whole YouTube thing. Not that I don't love YouTube, you know, but it's like usually they have so many questions, and then like usually it's like they're weird questions. They're like, how much money exactly do you make? And I'm like, why? Like, what do you mean? Look, these little bacon bits, y'all. Ooh. Ooh. It's so good. These I crave all the time. They're so salty. Oh my god, guys. Recently I've been addicted to watching clips of like Nightmare Kitchen on YouTube. Not the full episode. Just the clips where they're like titled something terrible. Like, Chef Ramsey can't handle this terrible looking sandwich that looks like a used shoelace. I don't know. There was literally one that had used condom in the title, and I was like, wow, Nightmare Kitchen is getting demonetized over here. It's from the Nightmare Kitchen like YouTube channel. Like, they put up these clips, which honestly smart, because then it gets people to like be enticed and be like, ooh, I want to see what the full show's about, you know? Fall apart. But yeah, so I was watching that. I've been watching those for the past like week. Just only those. And it's so funny to me how he roasts the food. And there's like restaurants that I want him to go to now and just roast. Because there's this one vegan restaurant in LA. I don't want to say the name. I don't want to be rude. But it's one that Stella and we have gone to quite a bit. Half of their menu items are good. And half of them, it's like, what is this? Like, it's the blandest, saddest thing ever. I just want Chef Ramsey to come roast all this stuff. This is amazing. I think it would be really funny. Oh, and I also like, there was like snippets of, there was another video, it was like Chef Ramsey with adults versus with children. And he was like yelling at the adults, like, you know, I mean, a lot of the times, if you watch the episodes, the adults are kind of like, they have like an attitude. They like think that they are really good. They can't really handle any criticism. But then with the kids, he's like really nice to them. Which, thank God, I mean, you don't need to like scream at kids, you know? This crust is a little bit soggy. It's been sitting in the fridge for a little bit. But he reminds me of, so I used to be a police explorer. If any of you guys know what that is, it's basically a program where you, it's like Girl Scouts, but police version, if that makes sense. Girl Scouts or Boy Scouts, police version. And it's not separating my gender. But there was that. And we would go to these things called academy. You'd get yelled at. You'd have to do push-ups. It was a week long of like really strict stuff. You would wear a uniform. It had to be perfect. You had inspection every morning. You were woken up at like 5 a.m. every morning with like a whistle. You'd have to stand at attention at the end of your bunk bed. Excuse me. It was very intense, but he reminds me of like the TAC officers at that. That was back when I wanted to be a police officer, y'all. Good freaking times. Good freaking times. I didn't really like, I think I've talked about this. I wasn't really passionate about police work. But I was like, this job seems cool. It seems more fun than an office job. And it's good paying. So I was like, okay, guess I could do this. But it wasn't something I was passionate about. Every time I tell people I wanted to be a police officer, they always laugh at me because they see that I'm like short. And I'm like, bitch, you should have seen me kicking ass at those academies. I was doing awesome. Don't doubt me. Don't doubt me just because of what you see on the outside. But it was fun. And then we used to do mock scenes, which were, those would get really intense. It was basically like a pretend crime, like actors, but you'd have to treat it like it was a real crime that was actually going on. I remember there was one mock scene where a woman had like yelled at another woman from a car. That it was like pretend, like this wasn't real, obviously. And so someone called the police and was like reporting it as like harassment or something. And the other people that were on my team were all saying that they should arrest the lady. I was the only person that was like, no, like nothing really happened here that's worth an arrest. And they arrested her. I was the only person that got it right. I was like, see, sweetie, listen to me. Look at this thick piece of bacon, y'all. Thick piece of bacon. That was fun though. I learned a lot in those academies. I think everyone should do it. Maybe not everyone, but I think everyone should. Oh, and the more you would go, the higher level you could go. So you start off as basic. Oh my god. Terrible. Terrible. So good. I'm so sorry I'm neglecting the pizza, but the noodles are just better. Pizza, still love you. You're great. It's just noodles. So good. What else to talk about? I don't even know. I'm just rambling at this point. I'm cat sitting right now. That's hella fun. Cat sitting my friend's cat. But she lives in my apartment building, which is cool. I don't think you guys have met her yet. But she was like the whole reason why I even moved to this apartment. Because Stella and I were talking about what apartments we want to move into. She was like, oh, I want to move to this area. And I was like, I want to move to this area. And I was like trying to find things that were within my price range. And so Stella was like, oh, I have a friend that lives in my current apartment building that I now live in right now. She was like, oh, you should tour it. Like, when I visited her there, it was really nice. And I was like, okay, I'll see you. So, toured it. And then I fell in love with this apartment. And then me and her became friends. And now I'm cat sitting for a cat. She has this lovely hairless cat. I've been showing it on my Insta story. It's great content, guys. It's just so funny. Her cat's name is Pepper, I think. They call it like the cat Pepper or like Pep or Pip. So it's a girl cat. Very lovely. I've never really like been this up close and personal with a hairless cat. So, you know, it's great content. The only cat that I've ever met that I'm not allergic to. And she's just so funny. She's like, just, hairless cats are so funny looking. In a good way. And she just has these little thick legs. She runs around and just, she's so funny. So funny. She did wipe her butt on the couch. I had to clean that. I mean, apparently she never does that. She just saw that I was there and wanted to rebel. But I miss my cat so much. I've talked about this. I really want a cat. But first, I want to save up some more money before I get a cat because, at least with my cats, a lot of you guys have asked why I didn't bring my cats, like, back home to LA. One, because my family loves those cats and I'm not going to take them away. Two, they have hella health problems that are expensive. I would say that my cats, like, every vet visit is, like, the typical vet visit I'd say is like $120, I think. I'm not sure, I could be wrong. Theirs can get up to like to hundreds of dollars. I think, like, with medications that they need and all kinds of stuff. They're not. They're doing well. Well, my family takes good care of them and I took care of them when I was there. But, my fat cat, Fatty, his name is Patrick, he was overfed. So basically, both of our cats are rescue cats, and we assume that they were, like, abused when they were younger, which is really sad. I don't know if you guys have, like, any of you guys, probably you do, because a lot of you guys, I know my following is very passionate about adopt, don't shop, which, thank God. But, yeah, I did adopt my cats, and I did have a previous owner who, I believe, abused them and just didn't really care for them properly, because for the first literally year of having Patrick, he did not like us and was scared of us, like so scared of anything, any fast movement, and so afraid of brooms, which made me suspicious because, like, I'm guessing that he was hit by a broom or something, because, like, he would see a broom and his eyes would, like, he would literally freak out, and it was so sad. But I think he's finally gained most of his confidence. He's still awkward. And he'll still, like, sometimes he bumps into things and gets scared by the sound that it makes because he's just so nervous. But anyways, long story short, he has bowel problems because when he was younger, he overate to the point of, like, stretching out his bowels. And I believe he wasn't given enough water, so he wasn't able to, like, flush that out and just stretched it. So he has problems with his intestines and he has to go to the vet every so often. My skinny cat, his name's Skinny because he literally cannot put on weight. Like, he overeats so much. I mean, he'll steal his brother's food, he'll steal Patrick's food, and he's still just, like, so skinny. It's interesting. So the vet was saying that he probably has irritable bowel syndrome. Then he also has an autoimmune deficiency that causes his claws to grow really long. And then he also developed a tumor on his tongue, non-cancerous, but, like, not fun. I love that I'm talking about all this while I'm eating too. Great stuff. So long story short, that's why I haven't gotten a cat yet, and that's why I didn't take my old cats, because I'm not financially ready to handle that many problems in a cat or any animal that I get. And I want to make sure, you know, that if I have a pet, like, I will do everything for it. I feel like I've literally talked about this in another mukbang. I'm so sorry. Repeating topics. Who dis? But, you know, mukbangs are just me rambling. I love these videos, guys. Making them, watching them, filming them. I just said making them. Making them and filming them is the same thing, Sonia. choosing the food for them, making the thumbnails for them. They're just so nice. So many of you guys don't like these videos when I do them, but I just love them so much. Someone commented on my veggie pilot mukbang. I mean, his name's Matt, but I call him Veggie Pilot because you guys know him as Veggie Pilot. But you were like, why do you take such small bites? I think it was because you know, when I'm filming a mukbang, I'm talking to you guys, so I don't want to eat huge bites and then not be able to talk. I need to burp. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. And then also, you know, I'm talking to someone. I don't want to be like I'm talking to an actual human in the room. I don't want to be like eating so much that I just can't even handle myself, you know? You know what I'm saying? I am back. Guys, my SD card ran out of space. I had to delete some stuff, but we are here. We are filming. It's lit. So, time for some more. I don't remember what I was talking about, so we're gonna start talking about something new. Did you guys see? Oh my god. Did you guys see that video? If you don't follow me on Twitter, you definitely should, by the way. But I retweeted it. It was if Cardi B made the sound effects for Star Wars. And it was so freaking funny. I watched it over and over again for such a long time. It was so funny. But you guys should definitely watch. What are your thoughts on Cardi B, y'all? Recently, I feel like I've seen a bunch of mixed opinions about her. I mean, like, mainly everyone's been loving her, but, like, you know, I don't know. I think she's cool. But, oh my god, she listens to ASMR videos, and I'm like, has she ever watched my ASMR videos, though? I had an Uber driver yesterday, and the Uber driver was a little bit rude. So originally, I was gonna give her a 4-star rating, you know, like I didn't want her to be fired, but she was being rude, and so I was like, I'm sorry, but I can't give you 5 stars. I mean, I didn't say that to her. Originally, I was gonna give her 4 stars, and but then she was telling me, she just randomly was like, my daughter, you know, she loves like these videos about sounds, and I was like, sounds? Like, what are you talking about? And then she was like, oh, it's like they're supposed to relax you. And I was like, ASMR videos? And then I was like thinking about it. I was like she was probably just having a bad day, and it's cool that she watches ASMR, and she's probably doing Uber to support her daughter, so I gave her 5 stars. But yeah, I hate like giving bad ratings on Uber because I always feel really bad, but it's usually for a really good reason. So, yeah. I've only given a really, like, well, I think the lowest you can do is either 0 stars or 1 stars. I've only done that one time, and it was for good reason. Oh my god. But, you know, as long as you're, like, you drive me from point A to point B, I don't die, like, we're chill, you know? Like, I'll give you 5 stars. But yeah, I hate giving bad ratings because I know that people are doing Uber, like, you know, it's like the more drives you do, the more like money you make, and you're probably doing this for good reason, like either as a side hustle or to like support your family. So I'm not trying to be a dick over here, you know? Anyways, this is so good. I have to pee, guys, but I want to keep filming. I don't want to leave you guys. I really want to get a 2-bedroom apartment. So random. Such a first world problem. I mean, it's not really a first world problem. Is it? I don't know. But a 2-bedroom apartment, guys, in Los Angeles is so expensive. Like, for one person it is. If you split it, it's usually, I mean, it's still a lot, but it's like reasonable, you know? But I want my own 2-bedroom. Probably not gonna happen for a little bit, but I want that so bad. Because I just like, I don't know. I want another room just for filming and just for editing, you know? I feel like that would really help me separate my relaxation time with my sleep time with my work time. Because like working from home, I have a studio apartment, as you guys know, and it's hard for me to like get in the different headspace of sleeping, working, filming, relaxation, you know? I feel like I'm never relaxing, ever. Unless I'm not in my apartment. And like if I'm at someone else's apartment or like just somewhere else where I can be away from my computer. I don't know, maybe it's just like that's my problem. Like probably getting a 2-bedroom isn't gonna like solve that, you know? But it would just give me more like organized clarity, what, I don't know, more organization space. But yeah, eventually, that's the goal. That's the goal. Even though living here is so expensive, like crazy expensive, it gives me the motivation to keep working hard and to keep, you know, doing me. Like, I don't know. At least that's what my dad tells me too. He's like, you know, it's hella expensive, but you're doing it and you're working hard and don't stop working hard. And I'm like, true, father, you are correct. So, yeah. Oh, what else was I saying? Talking about the cats earlier. I don't want a cat in a studio because I don't want the whole apartment to smell like litter box. I don't have a balcony either. I want a balcony. This is so good, guys. I'm getting kind of full. I barely even touched the pizza. Let me take one more bite of the pizza just because I have a pizza here. It's just with the noodles. They're so good. They're my favorite part of this. And this tea too. Tea. Do you guys remember elementary school? There was always a kid named Tony or something that would be like, spell attic and look down your shirt. And then it would be like ATTIC. Basically trying to say a titty I see. Fucking great. I fall apart. I've been writing poems, y'all. Poems, as always. I've talked about this a lot. Working on my poetry book. Which I don't know when that will be coming out because I just write when I'm inspired. Which sounds really like, I only write when I'm inspired. But it's true. I don't want to put out a poetry book that's like, excuse me, just burped. Things that I don't like. I feel like I've talked about this. I for sure did talk about this in like a recent either mukbang or get ready with me. But I want to put out a poetry book that I think is good content, you know. Other people will probably, you know, there's always going to be haters. But, you know, or, you know, people that just don't like it, and that's fine. Everyone is entitled to their opinion, I guess. But, yeah, I want it to be something that I enjoy. Oh, also, you guys, I love that I bring this up at the end of my mukbang. I've been making podcasts on Patreon, so if you want to support me on Patreon, you can. If you don't want to, you know, that's chill. All my other content is free. But I just thought that I would use my Patreon as my kind of podcast thing-a-ling-a-ling. Thing-a-ling-a-ling. Well, anyways, you guys, I hope that you enjoyed this mukbang. I hope that you enjoyed the hungover edition of a Sonia Elsie mukbang. Let me know what else you'd like to see me eat next. I love eating food. I love making these videos. Be sure to follow me if you're not already. Subscribe to this channel. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter. Check out my other channels. Check out my Patreon, all that stuff. And I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye, everyone!